So you were saying about being a famous director. I actually had a dream the other night of a film idea. I think you'd like to hear it. Would you mind if I asked you if you would produce this film?
Uh, I'll consider it, or I'll just steal it for myself. But
So, it's an idea. There's terrorists are
mate, I'm
attack
already sold. Don't bother going for the hard sell. I'm already in.
terrorists have placed bombs, planted bombs all over the statue of Zeus in Greece.
Yeah.
But because it's like a national landmark, the army can't they can't shoot the terrorists while they're planting the bombs because
Right.
they might shoot the statue. So they
Yeah.
hire a Dutch climber to climb the statue and defuse the bombs. It's like Die Hard, but it's a statue. What do you think?
Why a Dutch climber?
Because they're all Dutch. Let's be honest.
I'm just trying to figure out how you would pan this out to an hour and a half.
Also, the climber is the Dutch giant, the
Why
seven
not
foot
the
tall
Swiss
guy.
climber?
Because I'm talking about the 7 foot tall guy from
All
the
right.
Netherlands. That's my idea, and I think it's actually pretty good. I'd watch that.
I'll talk to my BBC connections and see if we can get that produced.
Hello, my name is Chicken. This is the Chicken's Corner podcast. I'm here with my main man Antos
Hello.
and our special guest Bloops.
Hello.
So tell us, what do you do, Bloops?
I like to make videos about video games because I'm original. That's it. That's all you need to know.
Okay, so we're gonna start we have some questions. It's gonna be really good. So first question I'm gonna ask you: what's with the weep shit?
Are we recording?
We are.
I
What's with the weep shit? That's what I'm asking.
just like Sailor Moon. There's nothing more to it.
And that leads on. What's your favorite anime?
Sailor. It's the only one I like.
Do you not
I've
like
wa-
anything else?
I've watched a few, and I don't like them, and I don't know why I like.
You don't like Beast Stars?
I've never heard of that.
I got linked it by a friend, and it was fucking weird. It's just literally just weird furry shit.
I mean, it sounds kind of hot. Not gonna lie.
Oh.
I'm not gonna lie, that rabbit kind of looking though.
Oh.
This is fucking terrible. I don't want to edit this. Mate, you're gonna have to edit this. I'm sorry. I've seen your work. You've got 100k views on a video that you made for someone else. Like, come on.
Well, I'm saying it's at 300k now, actually.
Oh fuck. Be my official editor. I'll pay you £2.50 and the link in my wallet.
You know what? Sure. I'm desperate for money. I'll take that offer.
Nice. You can get 10% of the money I make for my 6 views.
10% of nothing.
10% of nothing is nothing, but still.
Like half a shilling in the modern day, it's worth a lot.
Hmm.
I think I put way too much effort into it for what I do, and in a way, I kind of hate myself for it because my modern editing style came about when I was around 500 subs.
By
which
modern,
was
you mean like 2 months ago
by modern, I mean like
with Pac-Man Origins.
well, that sort of stuff I've been doing for about a year now. I've been editing decently for a couple years, but the sort of level I'm at now, I'd say I got to a year ago. And I was at 500 subs then, and I'd only be about 900 now if it wasn't for the collab I did not too long ago.
Hmm.
But I put way too much work into what I'm doing for how much I'm getting out of it.
And I'm hoping that we can get a lot of subs from you. Thank you.
It's your
You know,
only
I
target.
respect the honesty.
So, with all the corona shit, how are you handling lockdown?
I don't particularly have an issue with it. It's got to the point where I'm like bored. I've got nothing to do, and I could edit, but I'm sort of just not particularly inspired. to, in a way, just because I'm sick of being stuck inside, I guess. But I'm more so just aggravated by it because I'm supposed to be applying to uni now, and that can't happen. Well, it can happen, but it's not happening as it should be. And my offer's conditional based on grades, which I was confident I would hit anyway. But because I haven't been able to finish most of my coursework, just because I haven't been able to get into college and use the facilities, I'm panicking a lot over it.
Or you're doing coursework over the internet?
Well, that's the problem. I can't on my course because, like, I'm supposed to be able to have like cameras, studio
Stop loading your
space,
gun.
a load of stuff to like record things, and like I can edit from home because I do it as a hobby. But I can't get like the footage to edit if I can't get into college, you know. Also, my home computer's like crap, and I need the college ones anyway, so I can actually do it efficiently.
Do you use the college ones to edit your YouTube videos?
No, I use my home computer, but it's like a low-end PC that I got in 2016. And to be honest, I don't know how I managed to keep it alive to be able to edit what I do. It crashes a lot. I'll say that. It crashes a lot. And I would say, when editing, and I'm not exaggerating this, at least 10 hours of production time in a week is probably just waiting for the software to like load and crash and reopen, and that it's really frustrating how long it takes, which also kind of demotivates me. But I mean, it's all I have, so I'm gonna have to live with it until I can get a new computer.
My motherboard's 8 years old at the moment.
I've got 4 megabytes. I've got 4 gigabytes of RAM. So
Oh shit.
just download more. Like, I've downloaded so much RAM, and there's this friendly guy who like sometimes starts typing on my computer when I boot it up. You know, asking for money.
I mean, I'd give it him. Sounds like a threat to me, so I'd be on the safe side and just give it him.
I don't give in to threats. But if you ask me nicely, you know.
Can I have some money?
Oh, fuck. Why did I say that? Okay, so my credit card is right here. Okay, so we got a 9, 3, 2, 6, 8, 4, 2, 7, 1, 3, 4, 3, 4903.
Funnily enough, that's also my channel password.
Funnily enough, that's my birthday. It's the year I was born.
You're old.
How
Lord,
am I old? I just listed a fucking 16-digit number.
So if you're not editing or playing Smash, what are you doing else?
Yeah, so what do you do other than Smash?
I play a lot of Team Fortress 2.
He's not a guy who smashes constantly.
It's true, I'll get mad pussy. Right, I play a lot of Team Fortress 2. And
Ooh, what do you mean?
that's it. NG, because my computer... I main NG because my computer's so laggy I can't aim, so I just kind of rely on my sentry to do half of it. And every so often, I'll be able to aim really well if my computer doesn't lag. But I main NG purely as a technical disadvantage.
The character I hate the most, thank you.
You will.
Wait, how old were you again?
What, me?
Yeah, it's you.
18.
Oh, 18.
Yeah, sure, I'm an adult.
He's legal, boys and girls. That's fucking
Yeah,
weird, I'm
so
sorry.
you could do a part-time job.
That was
or
actually
something
really
like
fucking weird.
that. Chicken.
This is just wheezing. This is the wheeze cast. Two people wheezing while the German makes fun of them.
Content.
Okay, I don't know. Which video of all your videos are you most proud of?
It's hard to say because there's 2 really early ones that come into mind. The first is a video I made ages ago called Shurshid Origins, and it's about 15 minutes of actual content, and then there's like a minute credits, I think. And like, I remember when I made that, I literally, for a week straight, all I did was sleep, go to school, come home, and just edit that non-stop constantly. And the editing's like very dated, but for what I was doing at the time, there was a massive leap in quality. And I just think how long it is, how better my editing got on that project, and how dedicated I was to working on it. I applaud myself so much, and just because of that, I just really love it in, I guess, a sentimental way. But
So
like,
brave.
I, but I also don't like to call it my favorite because the editing's dated, the jokes also kind of dated, and it makes absolutely no sense to like anybody. Like in retrospective, I spent a week on an in joke that like 4 people understand.
I was
And
gonna say, I wish I had your drive to actually make things.
I wish I did. Like,
My last video is titled I took a picture of myself every day for 10 years.
for 10 seconds.
And it's a 4-minute video where what I did was I put at the start, oops, I left the camera cap on. And then it's just a black screen with the song Hose Mad bass boosted so you can understand the words. And that's it. I made that 4 months ago.
I mean, the title's not lying.
Well, it is. I didn't take a picture of myself every day for 10 years.
Yeah, but you tried to. You just left the cap on. Wink,
Oh,
wink.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's content.
The rest of it's speedruns, in which I hold 2 world records. Yes.
You actually.
You may clap. You may applaud. The Golden God. Yeah, it's two shitty Flash games that no one plays.
I used to hold a couple of speedrun records, but then an actual community got made for the game somehow.
Oh shit, that's the worst.
It's kind of a problem, right? Because because like now that people actually submit records, I don't have the effort to moderate them. Because one, I forget. 2, when I finally realised there's like 50 stockpiled.
Oh, were you the mod on the speedrun.net website?
I'm a mod on the Buzzing Cars page. It's I'm not gonna get into the story of the game itself, but as a joke, I tried to, because it's kind of hidden on the internet, so I just tried to populate it. I got it a Twitch page, speedrun page, and I made a little video about it. And I submit some speedruns, which weren't super serious, but they were pretty quick. But then a massive like load of people just suddenly came in to
Like
start
actual speedrunners.
like actually submitting runs for it. And I've even got a Discord server for it that I made as a joke. And they take it so seriously. Like, I'm looking in there now.
Wait, what game is it?
Someone-
Like, how big is this game?
It's got like 5 people running it, but they're very adamantly
Dedicated
into
to the
it.
cause.
And I want to just pass on the moderation to one of them, because I liked that I managed to bring everything together, I guess. I'm glad that I got it into a little community. But it's not mine to withhold or like keep up, you know? Like, I've got better stuff to do. And I want to pass the mods on to someone else.
Make sure to
but
tell
no one...
them that, though. I've got better
Thing is-
shit to do.
I've told them, look, I love this game. I'm glad that I managed to kickstart it getting back into the popularity, massive quotes on popularity. But I've got better things to do. I mean, not better things. I've got other things to do. And I'm glad that I got it together, but it's not mine to keep together. I want someone else to take over who wants to moderate it. But no one will take it off me. So, like...
Don't worry, I'll moderate it for you if you want.
Yeah, actually, sure, I'll give it you.
Shit, don't actually. I tried to start the Mord House speedrunning, page on speedrun.net, but they said, sorry, you can't have mode how as a speedrun because it's the tutorial. I speedrun the tutorial in 15 minutes, which is slower than most people play it like on their first try, because I couldn't hit that fucker with the bow. Like, you know what I'm talking about, right? You played mode how?
No.
There's some guy with who runs out in front of you and you have a bow, and I can never hit him.
Right.
I spent like 10 minutes of the 15 minutes trying to shoot him. And it took
Not to brag, but I hit him in the first time.
Mate, calm down, big man.
Oh shit.
I'm sure you get a lot of fanny.
I haven't heard someone say fanny in so long.
I haven't either, that's why I said it.
So, I think the games I hold records in are Elon Musk, Road to Respect, and Sonic.exe. Check out my records, I hold them.
I think I've lost all my world records. I think people overtook them.
Someone overtook my Sonic.exe one. We had a war for like 7 runs, back and forth.
I am sad because I got a really good run, but it lagged at the end, so like I crashed into a wall and had to quickly fix it. Other than that, it was a really clean run.
Question is though, did you spend actually hours trying to get the run?
I spent like an hour, I would say.
I spent 2 hours getting the Elon Musk one. I sat there for 2 hours and I got carpal tunnel by the end.
I do want to get back into it because it was really fun to just do those tracks as quickly as possible. But there's people who just take it way more seriously than me. And because I don't want to dedicate that much time to it, I kind of just left it.
You know what they say? If you can't beat them, you gotta join them. You have to be way more serious than them, drive them away.
I mean, I am the mod. I could just say all their runs are faked if I wanted to.
Okay, I've changed the name of the podcast, possibly. I don't know. Because it's a pretty shit name. We were going to call it Bottom of the Bucket because it's linked to, like, eating chicken. It was the only one where we had it, and it was like, that's not bad.
To be honest, I thought bottom of the bucket referred to the quality of your preparation.
Yeah, that's the point. Bottom of the barrel, but it's a chicken bucket from KFC.
See, I like that because it's a commonly used phrase, but changed just enough to feel original and unique.
Well, yeah, but there are 3 other podcasts with the same name.
Yeah, well, they're dickheads.
All with more listeners than us.
Yeah, well...
every podcast has more listeners than us.
Just, I don't know.
This is episode 1. This is the pilot.
Hire a terrorist organisation to take out something, I don't know. I probably also shouldn't say this. Like, I shouldn't admit this on recording. I'm also like the guy who does crop circles in like fields.
All of them.
Yeah,
it's
just a hobby of mine.
Because me and Antos were talking earlier about how I'm the one who does all the arsons.
Oh, mate, safe. We need to do a collab.
Collaboration. I'll set fire to your crop circles. Where's the gasoline?
I don't use that. I just have like a pair of scissors and painstakingly crop each one.
Okay, next question. Why do you have more subs than me?
Because I'm really good at RNG manipulation.
Oh yeah.
So like even in the real world, I can get those numbers crunching to favour me. Not anyone else though. Can't favour anyone else, but you in particular, my friend.
The problem is I don't live anywhere near YouTube staff, so I can't suck their dicks.
I don't know where the nearest headquarters even would be. Come think of it, miles away.
I can't go and seduce Susan Woman.
Susan Wazowski. Yeah, she's pretty cool. I'd tea with her the other day.
Okay, and this is the biggest question. It's gonna blow you out of the water.
Go on.
Okay. Because I was going through your Twitter.
Yeah, man.
To get some dirt.
Yeah,
okay?
man.
I read all of your PS5 reveal tweets, and then I realized.
I had like 2.
That you claimed you can do a backflip on Discord. Can you do a backflip?
I cannot do a backflip. I am sorry. I was talking to a mate. I forgot exactly how it came up, but he said someone could do a backflip, and I said, actually, I can do a backflip too. And he went like, really? And I just went, no.
Wow.
I mean, I can try it right now.
What if I told you I could do a backflip?
I wouldn't believe you.
Well, then you'd be right. but I can do a push-up. So,
Yeah, but so can I with only one leg.
oh my god, I can do a push-up with like a mouse on my back. Otherwise known as
Scared
your
of
mum.
What did I sign up to?
This was never gonna be good quality. Here's another thing. I found a picture. Okay, it was Peter Griffin. Yeah, just punching his wife.
Is this related to the podcast?
Yes, just
Okay.
punching his wife into a wall, and it says wife bad, hit wife. What are your thoughts?
Can I see the picture in question?
I'll have to find it.
It's just funny.
I didn't
Peter
download
Griffin
it.
meme.
I didn't download it. Sorry, it's a picture of Peter Griffin and his wife. What do you think?
I refuse to give feedback until I've seen. There it is. I'm not a fan of that picture. The composition doesn't work because her arm and her foot, like, very clearly hit the side of the sofa. Yet she's still being propelled in one direction when she would have been ricocheted by just a gentle touch of the side.
I don't
So-
like this picture because it's not anatomically correct.
The impact font's also cropped out, which is just
That's
disrespectful
what
to
makes
impact.
it funny.
And the picture's crooked.
Right then, I've got through all my questions. Antos?
Yeah, it's a small question about your videos. Have you ever considered saying at the end of a video, super smash that like button?
No.
No?
I can give a serious answer or a joke answer. Which would you like to?
Can you give both but not tell us which one's which?
I've considered saying it, but I've considered saying it in a way where it's clearly a joke. But I feel like I'm just too morally sound to actually bring myself to saying it out loud, let alone leaving it into the edited video. In the Pac-Man one, on the last, it's kind of unrelated, but I just remember that I said Pogman, and I edited a picture of Pac-Man to be the PogChamp emoji, and I was just going to leave that in for the last frame, and I put it in, was about to export the video, and I thought, no, I don't like
Could
this.
you not do it?
No, I couldn't bring myself to leaving it in.
The peak of integrity.
There are my two answers.
Okay. So then,
Alright.
oh, one of them's a joke, one of them's real.
I mean, they're both real, but one of them's a joke real.
What? We'll leave it up to the viewer to decide. Singular. It's me. I'm the viewer.
You mean the listener?
Oh yeah.
I think my
Shit, yeah,
lawyers
isn't it?
are also going to be viewers to make sure you aren't slandering me.
I'm gonna start it with just me saying like, this guy's a fucking piece of shit. Okay. He came on here. He called me a sack of shit manlet. But I left out the
sure.
clip because I wasn't recording.
Nah, mate, you're a pure Adonis, you are.
Obviously, you know, 5'6", Adonis,
Mate, you're an alpha male, mate.
absolute alpha male, drinking my Austrian juice.
Like all the alpha males do.
Well, yeah, I'm not a boomer. I don't drink Monster
Oh.
unless they sponsor me.
You are desperate for all kinds of income.
I'm just being honest, okay? Monster tastes like I don't know, piss with a spoonful of sugar in it.
It depends on what kind of monster.
The green Monster.
Yeah, that's true.
I took a sip, and I went, that tastes like piss. I finished it. Yeah, and I'm sitting here thinking, if they gave me money, I would drink that and say it was good. That's all I'm saying.
So you're
can't-
selling your integrity, yeah?
Yes. We can all be bloops. We can't all
Wow.
be peaks of integrity.
I've never drank Monster Energy.
Well, yeah, but you refuse to make funny jokes because you're ashamed of them.
I put a camel vomiting in the Packland video. I don't think If
Did
that's
you?
not peak comedy,
I watched
that
that like the other day.
I don't know how to explain the camel vomiting. Honestly,
I've seen that video twice.
all I'll say that camel vomiting joke has been 2 years in the waiting.
Should I do my last question?
Yes, ask your last question, Antos.
Oh boy, it's a wild one.
Oh no.
Yeah, it is. So, you know, how do I put it? There's a guy, yeah. There was a guy, named Abraham Lincoln. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
He got assassinated.
Uh-huh.
What are your thoughts about that assassination?
As in, like, would you invite John Wilkes Booth to like your birthday party?
Who?
The guy who shot Lincoln.
I mean, I assume he's dead too.
Well, if he
so-
was alive,
Nah, I don't think I
you
would.
know, would you go for a pint with him?
I don't drink. Sorry.
Well, we're
Oh,
really
man.
getting into the hard hitting stuff. Who would have thought that bit of information would be brought about from what you think about the Lincoln assassination? Okay, how about the Kennedy assassination?
Assassination bad. No, do it.
Pretty much,
That's-
I'm trying
that's
to
a
make you
good-
take hard stances on things.
I don't know what to say. I don't know the fine details behind it.
Ah, have you not played the game? Have you heard of the game?
No,
So Kennedy, he was in his car, and he
I
got
think
shot
that
through
was
the
real
chest.
life. I'm
Yeah.
sure that was real life.
Someone made a game about it, where you are the sniper,
Oh,
and
fuck.
you get points for how closely you replicate the assassination.
Oh no.
It's called JFK Reloaded.
So you need to hit the right spot in the forehead, or what?
No, he didn't get hit in the forehead.
What?
He got
thought he
shot
had-
through, like, the guy in front of him got shot in the chest, and the bullet went through and hit Kennedy. If I
Have to
typed out a
read it.
transcript of the entire thing, would you read it?
Yes. I could only respect the hustle of. I mean, not only would I read it, I would spend hours painstakingly comparing it to the actual source material.
You'll,
Check it's accurate.
will you, like, annotate?
I won't. Well, yeah, if I have to correct it.
No,
yeah.
so you put a line underneath, like, off the side of the page and be like, you know, the way he said he hates the fans really reflects his inner monologue. So I took English Lit at GCSE and I failed. So
I passed my English literature with a pretty good grade, with a 2-page, with 2 pages of content.
I
I don't know
failed.
how I passed.
I got a D.
I got a 7 in English language by writing a review of Shrek.
I don't know what 7 is, but I like
Uh,
the grind.
It's an A.
Fucking hell, we got a smarkin over here.
Worst part is, right, I found a bit of a story that I wrote when I was in year 11 or 10, when I was doing my GCSEs, and it was writ so well. And I just looked at it and thought, fucking hell, I can't do that now. I've like lost my passion to write in the midst of writing about like the intricacies of Pac-Land. And
Well, don't you talk shit about Pac-Land, okay?
I
That
mean,
is a
don't get me wrong, right? I love these videos, but in trying to write in a way to appeal to a YouTube audience, I've lost so much of my writing ability that I just naturally had. Maybe I should just write it really good, and then I should just dumb it down in the last cut before I record.
Just put it through one of those websites that turns it all into synonyms.
In Pac-Land, you can find the fine details of the house, of the accommodation for the town civilians. I just dumb it down. Duh, house, lol.
I wish I had a big wooden desk. You know, I'd feel like a big boss in front of his desk. You know.
Maybe with your Twitch money.
Oh yeah, my huge amount of Twitch money is just pouring in.
Yeah, maybe if you would stream more, then you had more.
I've got one of those big money rooms. Scrooge McDuck.
I've been told I'd be a good Twitch streamer, and I would like to try it, but my computer can't stream, so I just don't want.
Chicken, don't you have a last question?
Do I?
Yes, you do.
My last question, surprise last question that I actually had saved, which I didn't realize, was why don't you sub to me on Twitch?
Because I don't have money.
Like, come on! If you have 5 minutes to watch on stream, don't you have $5
God, I just want to say, I hate this mindset all these like dickhead streamers have, where they're like, if you can watch me for 5 minutes, then you have $5. No, I don't have
$5.
Like, I don't get it.
I fucking love that video.
I know a lot of them do it for shock value, but I know some of them inside they at least have some sincerity and mean that, and I don't get it. If you have the time to watch Twitch, that's because you're not working, you know? If you're watching Twitch, you probably don't have a job, so you probably don't have money. And yeah, you can watch it in your free time, but like a lot of the audience are just kids that like to watch women be scantily clad.
Thank you for being here, Bloops. Thank you for being our special guest. Where can we find you online?
YouTube and Twitter, pretty much the main platforms. No point me really saying them; they'll be in the description.
Yeah.
Other than that's the good place, really. One's for my actual content, and one's for my.
I'll put in the comment section.
One's for my rambles. The comment section. Don't even hit it. Just put it in there. I just put a link in a comment and add no other context to it.
I'll use an alt account.
Oh god, I have a story actually.
Oh fuck! Come on!
If you want to hear,
come on!
Do you want to hear?
Bring the story.
I made really shit Smash montages in 2015, and one guy commented on it, saying, "Hello, can I use this in a video?" He has an account with like 2 subscribers, nothing on it, and I replied something along the lines of, "I'd rather you not. This is really old, and I don't like to look back on it, and I also just don't really particularly like people reusing my stuff if they ask and their account looks really dodgy." And they ended up using it on another channel, which had, I think, 500 subs at the time, and it was a video called something like Top 10 Worst Attacks on Smash Characters, and they showed a clip from one of these really old videos, and they basically joked about it, saying, haha, look how bad this person's video is, when I literally said, I know this video's bad, I'd rather you not use it. So they nicked my video, used it purely to take the piss, despite the fact I fully acknowledged it's bad and I don't like it. And then to make it even worse, they put in the description, thanks to me for letting them use my footage when I never said they could. And they didn't even ask on their actual channel, they asked on an alt account.
Oh my
and then my
God.
mate commented calling them out for it, and they just blocked him and deleted his comment. The worst part is, they kind of not blew up, but they did pretty well from that video, which annoys me because it wasn't even a good video, if I'm being honest.
All your views.
It just annoys me because I don't mind bad content getting far in itself. It's when the people behind it are like disingenuous, you know?
So what you're saying is, if I took some of your videos and made fun of them, I'd get some views. That's what I'm getting out of this.
Mate, if we can get like fake drama off that, we can both get a load of views. I wouldn't even mind.
Let's make some fake drama, come
on. When the podcast is over, let's talk about starting some fake drama.
Yeah. This was meant to be the outro.
Thanks for watching!